Hello and welcome to Todd Miller TV. I'm downtown in the law offices of Ryan Alexander, who is a prominent attorney here, Harvard Law guy, knows his stuff really well. And Ryan, so we got this situation. It happens a lot, and people probably need to know what they should do in this specific situation. So they're in a house, it's going to be foreclosed, and they know it's going to be foreclosed. And maybe when they had the house built, they had things put in they liked, like a built-in oven, a built-in fridge, ceiling fans and things like that. So what they do is, the day before the trustee sale, before the foreclosure, they go ahead and remove stuff from the house. Flooring, ceiling fans, landscaping, ovens. Talk about, like, legally, can anything happen to them?
Yes, in fact, the things that you can't remove from your house are what we call fixtures. Anytime you install something in your house, it becomes a fixture. It's part of the property. The classic example is a ceiling fan. In law school, when you go back and you're talking in property classes, a ceiling fan is a fixture. An air conditioning unit is a fixture. Furnaces, appliances that are installed into the property, that's a fixture. What might not be a fixture is an appliance like a fridge that you can slide out and it's just plugged into the wall. But certainly, what I kind of use as a rule of thumb, if you had to drill it, bolt it, spackle it, paint it, or somehow adhere it to your house, it's probably a fixture. You can't take a fixture out before the foreclosure happens.
Even though you technically own the house, you technically have title to those items. You just, is it that the intent is you're trying to deprive them from the person who's going to own it? Is that the concept, or?
Yeah, that's part of the concept. Is that the person who is getting the house in a contract transaction is expecting the house to have the amenities that it was installed with. I guess the best analogy is that if you bought a car, and most people think of, when they think of taking the fixtures back out, they think that they've taken the car and they've upgraded it. And what they're doing is taking the upgrades that they put onto the car back off of the car before it goes.
Right.
But in reality, what you're doing is, you might have upgraded things, but you've put new tires on, a new hood, you've tinted the windows. You can't take the windows off the car.
Right.
You can't sell a car that doesn't have rubber wheels or rubber tires on the wheels. Or it doesn't have a hood or lights. If you put custom tail lights on it, you can't just take the lights out. You got to put lights back in it for it to be the vehicle. So I guess that's my best analogy, I think, to say the people are expecting a home to have the heating and air conditioning, or large trees. I know is another issue, removing palm trees and etc. That they had bargained for in the short sale contract. Those fixtures, and
Right.
If you deliver the house that doesn't have those, you can get in trouble. And I guess the word of warning right now is that I am defending even criminal cases for sellers of homes. There, in certain situations, even when the home was sold, as the home was being sold, if things were removed, in certain cases, the police are pursuing charges of theft or fraud in those transactions. And I have to defend sellers now who sold things against the prosecutors and against the courts.
So it's possible it could be criminal or civil?
It could be either civil, and you would owe a money judgment to the buyer.
Okay.
The buyer can sue you in court. But if the circumstances are close enough to the sale, or are just particularly bad enough in the view of a certain detective, whoever gets that police report can say, hey, look, I'm going to send this over to the district attorney for felony charges for theft or fraud. And that is perhaps a little rare, but it is happening, and I do have clients in that situation.
So if somebody needs help either civilly or criminally, you can help them?
I can.
How do they get in touch with you?
They can give me a call at 702-868-3311, or they can email me at info at ryanalexander.us, and I'll give them a totally free consultation where I'll go over with them what can and can't happen. And if they have a short sale contract, I'll even review that with them and tell them what the short sale contract says.
Okay.
and tell them what their options are within a short sale. And of course, advise them of what they can and can't remove from the property before they leave it.
And it could be short sale or just a regular sale or any kind of sale.
Any type of transaction.
Good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Todd.
That's the episode for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.